This is about educators who have sleepless nights because they can't meet the monthly minimums and pay for childcare, who took on this debt because they want to educate our babies. This is about 76-year-olds in my district, Joy, on fixed incomes, still paying student loans, who fear that they're going to die, still paying on these loans. At this point, they owe more than they took out. I struggle to pay off my loans, and I want better for the next generation.
I'm tired of all of this garbage about why they shouldn't have to pay their loan. A bougie car. I don't care. Pay your loan. There's about consequences, and that's the end of it.
Still trying to get over this whole thing because, listen, Jesse, if you were doing a tutorial on what the collapse of great empires look like, just pick up your phone, start the video camera, because this is exactly what it looks like, and just leave it running. This is the movie. This is the autobiography of the American empire collapsing before our very eyes.
We have a lot of young people that work on my TV show. They're not making $125,000. They're now eligible to get, in some cases, up to $20,000, in other cases, $10,000. And this is new Green Deal radical socialism.
It's about the fact that Joe Biden wants to get reelected. He knows that 53% of people who are under the age of 35 disapprove of him. And this is one of the ways that he wants to get their vote. He wants to buy their vote. Look, my family paid for my education. I'm sure they had better things to do with their money. I didn't have to take out a loan because they paid for it, but they worked hard for their money. This is a giveaway, and it's disgusting.
What about those people?
It's very unfair, to have a truck driver have to pay back a loan from somebody that got like a PhD in gender studies. That's not fair. That's not right.
They shouldn't have to pay off the great big student loan debt for some college student that piled up massive debt going to some Ivy League school. That's why they're the party where you don't have to pay back loans. That's why they're the party that is just ripping our country apart. And Joe Biden is wrong. He can't break the law and just forgive everyone's student loan debt.
You're young, you're healthy, you decided to sign on the dotted line, you agreed to that contract, you're not stupid, English is your first language for most of you, and you decided that you would take a loan and you would pay it back.
It's called a freaking job. And here's how this works, a job. There's this thing. Let me just do a demo for you all at home.
Yeah.
There's this thing you have. It's called the ass right here. The ass, okay? And when the ass gets up out of the seat and goes to work, and you remove the ass from the seat, you get this thing. It's a 4-letter word called a job. Some of you know Joe Biden will get the joke. You get the job, and then you pay back the loan.
These are people, in other words, with a long and public track record of very bad ideas, extraordinarily bad ideas. Ideas so stupid you couldn't make them up.
Wow, they are really disconnected from the lived experiences and hardship of everyday people. There's a reason why we were able to get organized labor behind this, from AFL-CIO to AFT to NEA, civil rights groups like the NAACP, and many other groups that have worked with us on this, because this is a burdensome issue. This is no handout. Our colleagues across the aisle don't know what a hand up looks like. That's why they didn't want a child tax credit. That's why they didn't want to give life-saving health care to veterans. That's why they didn't want to give stimulus checks to people in the midst of a pandemic or make sure they remain safely housed. Democrats are connected to the pain that everyday people are experiencing, and we are doing something about it. We need to invest in tuition-free community college. We need to invest in HBCUs, and we need to expand Pell Grants. But this is impactful. This is a bold step in the right direction. It is transformative, and it will be felt.